Part 30. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 291. Before he died, the sea monster king wanted to let out a heart-stopping howl. That cry is much sharper than that of ordinary sea monsters. It can penetrate the entire sea area in a very short period of time. However, no matter how sharp the scream was, it could not penetrate Lushu's realm of reincarnation. The sea monster king felt extremely frustrated and let out a few muffled screams again, but he was still unable to convey the message to the other sea monsters. That majestic spiritual power, like Wan Yang, turned into an abyss that made the sea monster king eternally trapped, making its consciousness forever trapped in the prison of reincarnation, unable to escape. Finally, the sea monster king gave up his resistance, closed all his bulb-like orange eyes, and fell into eternal sleep. At the same time, in front of Lushu, a prompt to kill also popped up. Ding! You killed the sea monster king of the Black Sea and obtained the heart of the sea monster king. Heart of the sea monster king, if you swallow it, you will gain the breath of the sea monster king and be able to command the sea monsters around you, making you the king of all the sea monsters in the sea area. Duration, 3 days. This heart is a good thing. Lushu's eyes suddenly lit up. You know, after killing the sea monster king, Lushu planned to empty out all the sea monster king's treasure house, so naturally he needed such a heart. Originally, he thought he would have to kill several sea monsters, after obtaining enough hearts, lurked in. Unexpectedly, after obtaining the heart of the sea monster king, as long as they swallowed it, not only would it last for 3 days, but they could also summon other sea monsters. To put it simply, Lushu has the qualifications to play the role of the sea monster king. That way, it won't be a problem to sneak into the sea monster territory and bring out all the sea monster king's wealth. Return to the Poseidon Palace. Lushu will take over the sea. The body of the monster king was thrown on the altar. The golden dragon and koi carp, wearing golden robes, came to the body of the sea monster king with surprise in their eyes. He knew that Lushu could kill the sea monster king. But I didn't expect it to be so fast. Closing his eyes, the golden dragon koi felt it carefully, and then solemnly said, "I will direct the next formation." Lushu nodded. He knew that the golden dragon koi could sense the location of the wealth through the body of the sea monster king. Those golden vertical pupils were filled with a hint of excitement and joy, apparently instinctively sensing the sea monster king. The wealth he possesses. Tisk tisk. This is the nature of the golden dragon koi. No one can stop his instinct for treasures. The golden dragon koi sat on the console, and his wisdom was also extremely high, but just now after sitting on it, he understood the control method of the Poseidon Palace. Moreover, it was very easy to control, just like an experienced driver who had been driving for more than 10 years. Lushu cast a surprised look at the golden dragon koi. He had no choice but to control it. Said. Apart from being a little timid, this guy is not bad at all in other aspects. The Poseidon Palace moved its huge body towards the deep waters of the Black Sea, and drove away bit by bit. On the way, the golden dragon and koi fish faced each other. He has a strong sense of danger and usually avoids sea monsters. In fact, after turning on the stealth mode, even if the sea monster passes by the Poseidon Palace, it will not be able to detect the existence of the Poseidon Palace. Unless it is coming. Sea Monster King. However, if you can catch a sea monster king, you should be very happy. After all, you can get an extra fortune. Of course, this beautiful vision did not come true. Sea monster among the sea monsters, kings are rare. There are only 1 or 2 in the whole community. Now, Lushu has killed 1 sea monster king. If he wants to meet another one, even if his luck reaches 10,000, in terms of probability, it has also decreased a lot. Driving forward gradually, the red dots on the projection screen have become more and more. As time goes by, the Poseidon Palace gradually comes to the sea monster community. At this point in this place, no matter how careful the golden dragon koi is, it is difficult to avoid most of the sea monsters here. At this time, Lushu has to take action. The realm of reincarnation. Every sea monster that gets too close is directly hit. Lushu captures and kills instantly. Although the Poseidon Palace has turned on the concealment mode, if it directly collides with the sea monster, it will definitely cause the other party to scream. After all, the sea monster cannot see the Poseidon Palace, but it is not without pain. If in a real face-to-face collision, the Poseidon Palace would not be able to kill the sea monster directly. Therefore, Lushu had to immediately kill the sea monster that might come close to him. Even this still involves certain risks. How exciting! Jinlongkoi held the steering wheel with both hands and said, sweating profusely. "Drive your car well," Lushu warned coldly. This guy, after so many days of experience, he is still so cowardly. I really don't know how he got the mythical bloodline. It's still a dragon. Even if Wutong Phoenix comes over, it's better than the golden dragon koi. Behave better? Almost there. The golden dragon and koi carp looked ahead with a solemn expression. Which location is it probably? Lushu asked. The golden dragon koi directly used its mental power to transmit the position it perceived to Lushu. This method is much more direct than language. It is like a map coordinate, imprinted into Lushu's mind that way. Directly through these coordinates, Lushu can accurately find out the location of the sea monster king's wealth. Not bad, at my speed, I can get there in about half a day. Lushu's face softened slightly when he sensed the location of the coordinates. Coming here was like coming to the kingdom of sea monsters. On the screen, nearby red dots were densely packed, like red ants crawling nearby. If there is any carelessness, all the ants will rush over without hesitation. Even though the strength is very weak in Lushu's eyes, there are too many of them. Lushu simply let the golden dragon koi control the Poseidon Palace. Staying there and waiting, he walked out of the hatch alone. The next second, swallowed the heart of the sea monster king. Lushu transformed into the sea monster king and headed towards the core of the sea monster kingdom. Move away. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 292. Finally reached. Lushu's eyes moved slightly. In front of him, a huge nest appeared. This is the hometown of the sea monster king. Even without the coordinate guidance of the golden dragon and koi carp, anyone can easily judge just by relying on this huge nest. This place is the core hinterland of the sea monster kingdom. Groups of sea monsters are wandering nearby. When Lushu appeared, all the sea monsters became extremely quiet, and from time to time there were fawning sounds coming from nearby. In the world of sea monsters, classes are really clear. Lushu watched everything around him and secretly thought in his heart. Originally, he thought that the reason why the sea monster king had a king. In fact, they are similar to the queen bee and queen ant in the animal world. It only occupies a great advantage in production. He is the chosen leader within the race, but the sea monster obviously has a certain command, so a class is created. Lushu naturally ignored the sea monsters around him and entered the lair casually. In fact, he had already calculated the time in his mind. Within the huge lair, countless sea monsters moved all the precious minerals from the Black Sea into the lair to build the palace. These ores are like crystals, emitting a dream-like brilliance, reflecting the darkness of the sea in a brilliant way. Lushu couldn't help but clicked his tongue twice in his heart. Compared with the sea monsters of the Yifang clan, the place where the sea monster king lives is really like a human palace, and he is the aloof king, enjoying the most good resources, have endless subordinates to serve themselves. Of course, these ores were of great value only in the eyes of the sea monster, but they were of no use to Lushu. In the world of the Divine Tree Master, items with supernatural properties are traded for exchange value. Although these minerals are rare items, without a secular society, they lose their trading value. He quickly passed through the palace and reached the core. Several sea monsters were stationed outside a palace gate. After seeing Lu Shu coming, several sea monsters felt the aura of the Sea Monster King and consciously left from the palace door. Really knowledgeable. Lu Shu nodded in surprise. Before he could say anything to expel them, these sea monsters left on their own. They are indeed sea monsters that can enter the Sea Monster King's palace. They are born to be scoundrels. Open the palace door. Hundreds of people are there. A golden treasure box appeared inside the palace gate. There are so many. Lu Shu was shocked. Even though he had expected it, he never expected that there would be such a huge number of treasure boxes. This is not to directly evolve his sacred tree into a high-level sacred tree, or even to a higher level. But Lu Shu took a closer look and found that the colors of these treasure chests were different from the legendary treasure chests. It seemed that they were not all legendary treasure chests. A prompt appeared in front of him. Tip: the Sea Monster King's treasure house contains countless Black Sea resources. Do you want to open it? Yes. Does this still need to be considered? Even if it's not a legendary treasure chest, there are so many treasures and there are still many good things. A burst of golden light flashed in front of Lu Shu's eyes. The Sea Monster King's treasure trove finally reveals its true value. Ding! You open the Sea Monster King's treasure chest and obtain the best life essence X5. Ding! You open the Sea Monster King's treasure chest and obtained Black Sea Crystal X1000. Ding! You open the Sea Monster King's treasure chest and obtain the Poseidon Pass X1. 5 top quality life essences. Lu Shu is quite satisfied with this harvest. The legendary treasure chest does not come randomly. From this point of view, the Sea Monster King's preference for the best life essence is not particularly strong. The one with the largest number is the Black Sea Crystal? What is this? Lu Shu turned his attention to the Black Sea Crystal. This extremely deep crystal felt heavy in his hand. It was engraved with pure natural patterns on the surface, revealing a mysterious it means nobility. From the panel that appeared in front of him, Lu Shu figured out what effect this crystal had. Black Sea Crystal, an extremely precious ore in the Black Sea. It has the mysterious energy in the Black Sea. It can be used to drive the large-scale magic circle of the Poseidon clan. It is a natural resource that the Poseidon clan values very much. The Sea Monster King mines a sufficient amount of Black Sea crystals in his territory every year and offers them to the Poseidon clan, in order to gain peace from the Poseidon clan and the lofty status of the Black Sea. Black Sea Pass, ticket to Poseidon Ceres Bay, crossing the 25,000-meter dividing line of the Black Sea. I see. Lu Shu now figured out what the use of the Black Sea crystal was. First of all, what must be explained is the relationship between sea monsters and the Poseidon clan. Although there are many sea monsters and they are very powerful and were born in the Black Sea, their bloodline is not as noble as that of the Poseidon clan. They occupied such a large area of the Black Sea's living space, which naturally aroused the dissatisfaction of the Poseidon clan. However, the Poseidon felt that there were too many sea monsters and it was difficult to kill them, so they took out the pass, bribed the Sea Monster King, improved their status, and asked them to worship a sufficient number of Black Sea crystals every year. In order to survive, the Sea Monster King readily agreed. Becoming a part-time worker of the Poseidon clan, you have to offer Black Sea crystals every year. In exchange for the relatively peaceful living status of sea monsters, and the Sea Monster King has a certain status in the Poseidon clan, and has a pass to meet the Poseidon. It has to be said that once you get to the Black Sea, below, the survival relationship here becomes complicated. Lu Shu's eyes moved slightly. Travel 25,000 meters, if you have a pass, and find the heart of the Sea Monster King again. Maybe it will be easier. Put all the treasure boxes into the realm of reincarnation. Lu Shu left the Sea Monster King's lair in a big way. Without the permission of the Sea Monster King, all the sea monsters did not dare to explore the abnormalities inside, and could only watch respectfully. Lu Shu left, until he returned to the Poseidon Palace. Countless sea monster screams suddenly sounded. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 293. Countless sea monsters began to make shrill screams. In just the blink of an eye, the entire sea area was filled with sea monsters making ear-piercing screams. What happened? Lu Shu's eyes became sharp, and he sensed that the surrounding area was full of dangers. The golden dragon Koi said eagerly, these sea monsters, after they sensed that the aura of the Sea Monster King disappeared, and at the same time discovered that you had taken away all their treasures, it would be weird not to go crazy. According to the tradition of sea monsters, every year, enough black sea crystals must be offered to the Poseidon clan. Otherwise, you will be punished. The sudden disappearance of the Sea Monster King, and the instantaneous disappearance of the treasures inside, made these sea monsters realize what happened. Whatever happened, everyone was going crazy. When the sea monster went completely crazy, the surrounding red dots suddenly became extremely dense. The red dots jumped around on the screen and were about to crash into Lu Shu's Poseidon Palace at any time. At this time, the deadline for the heart of the Monster King has almost passed. It took more than 2 days from exploring the palace to returning. If there is no heart of the Sea Monster King, and the surrounding sea monsters are completely crazy, if the Poseidon Palace accidentally bumps into a sea monster without eyes and is completely exposed, then the situation of Lu Shu and others will become much more dangerous. We have to get out of here quickly. Golden Dragon Koi said eagerly. At this time, Lu Shu was already sitting on the console. He placed part of the Black Sea crystal directly on the altar of the Poseidon Palace. At this moment, the altar suddenly erupted. A burst of light. The Poseidon Palace absorbed the crystallized ore from the Black Sea, making a buzzing sound. At the same time, Lu Shu can turn on the stealth and rapid mode. While maintaining the stealth mode, he can also move at high speed. The Poseidon Palace's power is greatly enhanced. Comprehensive ability. The Golden Dragon Koi couldn't help but exclaimed, as expected of the Poseidon Palace, it can absorb the power of crystals and possess such functions. In fact, this is not surprising. The Poseidon Palace is originally a product of the Black Sea. It is even enshrined as a divine object by the gods. Such a large magic weapon can naturally absorb the energy of the Black Sea crystallization. In the past, Lu Shu had not obtained the Poseidon Palace before all the power of the palace has been unleashed. Even with the addition of the Black Sea crystals, the Poseidon Palace still has many areas that can be explored. The Poseidon Palace turned into a stream of light, cutting through the Black Sea and heading towards the periphery of the sea monster territory. Passed by. At this moment, Lu Shu suddenly found a row of connected red dots in front of him. Surrounded. Golden Dragon Koi's face suddenly turned ugly. These damn sea monsters are really vigilant enough. They even formed a row and wanted to surround us. The Poseidon Palace drove around the red dot. All the sea monsters seemed to have formed a great wall composed of sea monsters, sealing the exit. If Lu Shu wanted to forcefully break out, then you have to break out of the sea monster's body, but then you will be discovered by other sea monsters, and you will be surrounded. Is there no other way? When Golden Dragon Koi saw the situation in front of them, they suddenly felt a little desperate. Even with Lu Shu's ability and the use of the whirlpool of reincarnation, it would be difficult to break out of this encirclement. Of course, they could also teleport directly to the island, but that would, if you come here, you will have to dive 20,000 meters from the sea surface again, which will waste a lot of time, and you will also lose the very precious Poseidon Palace. This is obviously a matter of blood loss. Will Lu Xu allow this to happen? Of course no. He looked at the surrounding sea and said calmly, if sea monsters can form this line of defense, there must be a sea monster king commanding it. Can you find the sea monster king? This sentence was said to the golden dragon koi. After the golden dragon koi heard it, he was stunned, and then he also reacted. That's right. The sea monsters can form this line of defense. It is absolutely impossible for them to be so united. Can form such a careful cooperation. There must be a sea monster king commanding behind. Just find the sea monster king, kill it quickly, and get the heart of the sea monster king. By using the power of the sea monster king and leaving the sea area, we can successfully break through the siege. The golden dragon koi closed its eyes, and after sensing it, its expression changed. This sea monster king is difficult to kill in the more hidden hinterland. Give me the coordinates. Lu Xu responded lightly, and then left the hatch of the Poseidon Palace. The golden dragon koi knew that Lu Xu wanted to use the heart of the sea monster, so he personally took action to hunt down the sea monster king. He hesitated for a while. In the end, the coordinates were given out. Jinlong Koi is still confident in Lu Xu's strength. If this plan can be realized smoothly, then breaking through the encirclement will not be a problem. After a full circle, Lu Xu returned to the sea monster core of the field. It's really quite secretive. Perceiving the location of the sea monster king, it was located very deep in the lair. Lu Xu sneered, and then walked inside. At this moment, several sea monsters stopped in front of Lu Xu. Roar! The sea monster made a sharp cry, signaling Lu Xu not to come close. Only then did Lu Xu remember that he was not disguising himself as the sea monster king, but an ordinary sea monster. In this special case, the sea monster king's lair, the guards were extremely tight, and it would be difficult for any sea monster to get in. Lu Xu directly took out a black sea crystal. The meaning was obvious: this crystal will be offered to the king. The sea monsters around him hesitated. After a while, he finally backed away. When Lu Xu entered, several sea monsters behind him looked at Lu Xu with jealousy in their eyes. It seemed as if they had something good to occupy them. Lu Xu smiled inwardly. Sure enough. What I imagined was right. How could the sea monster king have such a huge crystal? How could he find it by himself? Of course it is enshrined by other sea monsters. As long as you take out the black sea crystal, you can sneak in. Soon, Lu the tree senses the aura of the sea monster king. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 294. The sea monster king is located in the gate of a palace. Lu Xu walked over and shook the black sea crystal a few times. Several sea monsters at the door saw the crystal in Lu Xu's hand, hesitated for a moment, and then entered the palace door. After a while, a sea monster came out of it and made a cry, which meant, "Get in." Lu Xu entered the palace. The sea monster king is located on the top floor of the palace. There are several other sea monsters stationed near the palace. You can't kill the sea monster king here yet. Lu Xu thought for a while, first sent the black sea crystal up, and then sent a message to the sea monster king. I found a piece of crystallized ore in another place in the Black Sea. The sea monster king immediately became energetic. It knew that not long ago, the crystals in another sea monster king's palace were stolen. Now it is worrying about how to perform sacrifices for the Poseidon clan. The most recent sacrifice ceremony was not far away from now. It's very close. If you want to hold a sacrifice, you must offer enough black sea crystals. This is the sea monster's annual tradition. If you don't offer enough crystals, the sea monster will be hunted by the Poseidon clan. Where? The sea monster king asked sternly. Lu Shu immediately gave a mental wave. You all set off immediately and go to this place. The sea monster king said in a sharp tone to the sea monsters beside him. The other sea monsters, under the king's order, immediately left the nest and inquired about the location mentioned by Lu Shu. The hall suddenly became empty. Only Lu was left. The tree and the sea monster king, at this moment. A vortex of reincarnation suddenly enveloped the sea monster king. The sea monster king let out a burst of exclamation, looked at Lu Shu in horror, and let out a sharp scream. It was you who killed another king. Lu Shu understood what the sea monster king said, but he was too lazy to pay attention to it and directly activated the realm of reincarnation to the extreme. After a while, a prompt popped up in front of him. Ding! You killed the sea monster king of the Black Sea and obtained the heart of the sea monster king X1. Nailed it? Lu Shu stuffed the body of the sea monster king directly into the realm of reincarnation, and was about to walk out of the palace. At this moment, a prompt appeared in front of him. Detection, 500 meters ahead, the sea monster king's treasure house. Lu Shu's heart moved, and he immediately followed the prompts and walked in. After wandering around the palace for a while, I discovered that there was an extremely hidden pavilion behind the throne. That is the treasure house of the sea monster king. This is so lucky. Lu Shu was instantly overjoyed and immediately walked into the treasure house. Originally, he only planned to kill the sea monster king to relieve the siege. Unexpectedly, he followed the prompts and found the location of the treasure house. No one had any luck. Of course, Lu Shu would not simply think that this is the increase in luck that the golden dragon koi brought to him, and it would have so many benefits. Without decisive judgment and courageous and strategic actions, no matter how lucky you are, you can't get to where you are today. Open the treasure house, it's filled with golden boxes. Using his spiritual consciousness to scan them, Lu Shu found that there were some legendary treasure boxes inside, as well as many other types. It was too late to check what treasures there were in the treasure chest. Lu Shu was too lazy to pay attention to so much, opened the realm of reincarnation, packed all these things into his own realm, and took them away. Then, he immediately left the treasure house. Walked out of the main hall. There was no unusual movement. Just like that, after killing the sea monster king, Lu Shu walked out without any incident. The sea monsters at the door did not have any orders from the sea monster king, nor did they dare to go in and check casually. I can only stare at Lu Shu and leave without knowing anything. During this period, Lu Shu behaved without any abnormality. When he left the perception range of those sea monsters, Lu Shu moved faster. Get up! If those sea monsters know that another sea monster king has died, they will definitely go crazy. Just after Lu Shu left the king's lair, as expected, bursts of screams suddenly came from the sea. The strange palace completely reverberated. All the sea monsters went crazy. Lu Shu immediately returned to the Poseidon Palace. The red dots on the screen had turned into turbulent currents, swaying around the Black Sea. This scene even made the golden dragon Brocade the carp were all frightened. Seeing Lu Shu coming back, the golden dragon koi clicked his tongue and couldn't help but ask, "What have you done? Why are these sea monsters acting like crazy?" Lu Shu directly threw out the body of the other sea monster king. Although he had expected this scene, the golden dragon koi couldn't help but clicked his tongue. How long had it been? Another the sea monster king has been dealt with. The golden dragon koi couldn't help but began to sympathize with the sea monster. It was like encountering an evil star. Killed 2 sea monster kings in a row. No wonder the sea monsters are crazy. Immediately afterwards, Lu Shu, as soon as he thought about it, another row of treasure boxes appeared on the altar. The golden dragon and koi fish instantly had stars in their eyes, and the golden vertical pupils were completely occupied by treasures. He was born with a strong ability to deal with high-value wealth. His love He is really the money-seeking type. The golden dragon koi is about to ask Lushu for a Black Sea crystal. Although it is of no use, at least it is used as a decoration. Who knew that Lushu would directly pour out the Black Sea crystal and use it all at once? Throwing it into the altar, it turned into energy for the Poseidon Palace. The hand that the golden dragon and koi just stretched out could only be retracted angrily. Well, these energy sources are still useful. I won't take it anymore. In fact, Lushu did not throw all the Black Sea crystals into the Poseidon Palace. The treasure box obtained by killing the second sea monster king was kept, and it will have other uses in the future. Sitting on the cockpit, Lushu drove the Poseidon Palace, suddenly heading towards the deeper parts of the Black Sea. The golden dragon and koi fish were immediately startled and asked quickly, "Brother, where are you going?" "The hinterland of the Poseidon clan." Lushu was too lazy to say that much, and moved directly towards the sea area below 25,000 meters, quickly. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 295. The golden dragon and koi fish were immediately frightened and hesitantly said, "You are not crazy, are you? If you rush down again, that place will be the territory of the Poseidon clan. All sea monsters will succumb to the hands of the Poseidon clan." One can imagine what a terrifying force the Poseidon clan in the Black Sea is. Although Lushu is powerful, he is still unable to kill so many sea monsters. If he runs to the Poseidon territory 20,000 meters below the Black Sea, he will be in danger of death. However, Lushu didn't pay much attention at all, and directly drove the Poseidon Palace and rushed deeper. He sat on the control console, dexterously maneuvering the Poseidon Palace, and passed over the surrounding sea monsters. However, the red dots on the map are becoming more and more dense. Ahead, a row of red dots continued to appear, blocking Lushu's path. This is the line of defense set up by the Poseidon clan. To rush past the defense line here is to go deeper into the sea, 25,000 meters away. At the other end, they left the sea monster's territory and returned to a relatively safe location. But Lushu had no intention of returning to that safe space. Now that the sea monster has been angered, this area will not calm down in a short time. It would be better to just rush into the deepest hinterland of the Poseidon clan and get rid of the sea monster. There are more and more red dots in front. It's over. Golden Dragon Koi's face turned pale. He had already seen what Lushu wanted to do. This is heartbreaking. Originally exploring the abyss, Golden Dragon Koi didn't intend to explore such a deep distance. The worst is to take it slow. Who would have known that I would meet such a lunatic like Lushu? He went in so recklessly. He was either risking his life or not treating the Poseidon clan as human beings. Boom. Lushu activated the acceleration mode of the Poseidon Palace. The huge body made of noble jade stones from the Black Sea suddenly turned into a beast in the Black Sea, and crashed directly into the sea monster's defense line. Consuming the Black Sea crystals, the Poseidon Palace exerted its true power, like a savage beast rushing straight into the sea. Then, the defense line formed by the sea monsters was like a thin piece of paper, which was torn open in an instant. All the sea monsters were defeated. Roar. The next second, the sea monster behind him was completely furious. The boundless sea monster sensed the existence of the Poseidon Palace, and chased after him like crazy, wanting to surround Lushu. The sea monster's wisdom is beyond compare. Lo, I know that the death of the sea monster king must be related to an outsider from an invading race. After searching for a long time, I finally have a new breakthrough. It is this Poseidon Palace. It must be an outsider in the Poseidon Palace. The sea monster king in their community was killed. The sea monster roared angrily and wanted to kill Lushu. They didn't care whether the people in the Poseidon Palace were from the Poseidon clan. For the sea monster king, the existence of the sea monsters is supreme and inviolable. they will only obey the orders of the Sea Monster King. Therefore, as long as the Sea God clan bribes the Sea Monster King, they can make the entire Sea Monster race obey their orders. However, Lushu killed almost all the Sea Monster Kings. It's all gone. At least this community can no longer see the Sea Monster King. It would be strange if the sea monsters below don't go crazy. All the sea monsters turned into a black whirlpool and swept towards the Poseidon Palace crazily. The scene was like a natural disaster in the Black Sea, far beyond the reach of human beings. The golden dragon Koi's face turned pale, but he was not afraid because of the threat of sea monsters. After the Poseidon Palace was provided with energy from the Black Sea crystals, the speed is quite fast, these sea monsters cannot catch up at all. Moreover, after Lushu breaks through the sea monster's encirclement, the sea monster cannot surround them and trap them here. If he only relies on speed to catch up, then it is simply impossible to compare with the speed of Poseidon Palace. What really worries Golden Dragon Koi is, what Lushu does next. As the Poseidon Palace continues to drive deeper, 21,000 meters, 22,000 meters, 23,000 meters. When we reached this area, some Poseidon generals noticed the abnormalities around them. What happened? The vortex in the Black Sea is a bit strange today. There seems to be some commotion nearby. Could it be those stupid sea monsters going crazy again? Ha ha ha, don't be ridiculous. The Sea Monster King is just a slave in front of our Poseidon clan. These sea monsters are the so-called Sea Monster King's licking dogs. What do you think those ugly monsters can cause? Storm. A three-eyed fish-eyed Poseidon said sarcastically. At this moment, suddenly, thousands of sea monsters formed a whirlpool and rushed here. In just the blink of an eye, they arrived at the sea within the perception range of the gods. What? The Poseidon general just turned his head, his face suddenly turned extremely pale, and he scolded sternly, "You monsters, all of you." Before he finished speaking, the whirlpool formed by the sea monsters completely swept them away. The sound stopped suddenly. Only the endless sea monsters were left, charging deeper. However, when they arrived at about 24,000 meters, suddenly, these sea monsters hit a transparent barrier. Boom! A muffled sound echoed in the Black Sea. All the sea monsters stopped. Among them, a few sea monsters wanted to try to figure out how to break through here, but when they moved forward, they were still bounced back as if they had hit a piece of transparent glass. This group of guys really didn't know how to turn around after bumping into the south wall a few times. The sea monster's deep gaze looked inside, and then under the guidance of the sea monster of the Yifang clan, other sea monsters turned back one after another. That is the territory of the Poseidon clan. You need a pass to get past. Ordinary sea monsters can't move forward here. If something is done rashly, it will completely anger the Poseidon clan inside. By then, they will face the fate of annihilation. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 296. The Poseidon Palace slowly stopped on the spot. Lushu thought, and a black card appeared in his hand. That's right. This is the pass for the Poseidon clan. This is also the reason why Lushu was able to pass here. With the Poseidon clan's pass, Lushu could pass through the Poseidon clan's barrier and enter the Poseidon's domain. It seems that he has escaped the pursuit of the sea monster behind him, but in fact he has fallen into a more dangerous situation. The moment he passed through the Poseidon barrier and entered their domain, although the pass could ensure that Lushu came here, it would also alarm the other Poseidon clan. Projection screen. In the distance, several red dots moved quickly towards Lushu's direction. The urgent voice of the golden dragon and koi fish sounded next to him. People from the Poseidon clan are coming. We must find a way to hide. Otherwise, if they discover the Poseidon Palace, everything will be over. Don't worry. Lu Shu took out the heart of the sea monster king and swallowed it. The next second, he transformed into the sea monster king again. However, after doing all this, Lu Shu still left a teleportation array in the nearby sea area. The Poseidon clan was built in a narrow bay where there were many natural seabed rocks, forming an extremely deep sea cave. They used the brilliant black sea ores to build huge palaces and cast them into the kingdom of Poseidon. Therefore, this black sea is relatively stable, and there is a flat jade surface for Lu Shu to engrave the teleportation array. As a beam of teleportation light descended, Lu Shu's body suddenly arrived here. Golden Dragon Koi blinked, wondering what Lu Shu wanted to do. The next second, the Golden Dragon Koi felt a huge suction force and wanted to swallow it. No, it's not just him. Even the entire Poseidon Palace has to be moved inside. Golden Dragon Koi suddenly panicked, but a voice came to his ears. Don't resist. Hearing what Lu Shu said, Golden Dragon Koi calmed down a little and let his mind relax. The next second, the picture in front of him swayed like water waves. Golden Dragon Koi unexpectedly found that he had arrived in a new world. Here it is. He looked around curiously, thinking he had returned to the Sacred Tree Island. However, this world is different from the Sacred Tree Island. In the middle, a small sapling is growing vigorously and has grown into a 3-meter-tall tree. Golden Dragon Koi was surprised to find that, this small tree actually contained the aura of the origin of the avenue. Nailed it? Lu Shu looked behind him. Originally, the Poseidon Palace that spanned here was completely gone at this moment. That's right. The body of Poseidon Palace that Lu Shu drove to was absorbed into the small world. In fact, if it can be included if you go to the realm of reincarnation, it won't be so troublesome. But unfortunately, the realm of reincarnation cannot accommodate items of the size of Poseidon Palace, and the space is not big enough. We can only let the main body come here first and use the avenue of the small world. Only then can the Poseidon Palace be taken in. When he passes through the Poseidon clan's territory, he can find a place where he can teleport and move the Poseidon Palace over. At this time, a sound of scolding from the Poseidon general came from the side. King of Sea Monsters, why didn't you notify me in advance when you came over? Lu Shu turned his head and used the Sea Monster King's unique voice to convey the message. I have come to offer the Black Sea Crystal to the Poseidon clan. When General Poseidon heard this, his expression softened slightly and he nodded. Okay, I'll take you to see the clan leader. Lu Shu followed the Poseidon general and passed through the magnificent palace. In front of him, the magnificent palace door slowly opened. Inside the palace, the leader of the Poseidon clan sat at the top, holding the Poseidon scepter, symbolizing facing the endless power in the Black Sea. A panel immediately popped up in front of Lu Shu. Poseidon Patriarch. Category, Black Sea God Clan. Danger Coefficient, SS+. Perception Range, 7,000 meters. Power, 7,300. Speed, 7,250. Defense, 7,420. Skills, Poseidon Bloodline, Abyss Amplification, Poseidon Summon, Dark Sacrifice, Black Sea Torrent, Domain, Formation. Description, to 10,000 meters of sea, the leader of the Black Moon Clan in the Black Sea. The Black Moon Clan is a race that knows how to use the method of sacrifice to drive the power of the Black Sea. Among them, the Black Sea Scepter in the leader's hand is the core of the formation, stimulating the power of the formation of the Black Moon Clan. The Black Moon tribe suppressed tens of thousands of sea monsters and used them as sacrifices to activate the power of the Black Sea to have absolute dominance in the Black Sea. Through the description, Lu Shu probably understood that this is the Black Moon Clan in the Black Sea. No wonder the power of the formation here is so powerful. Through the power of his mind, Lu Shu quickly sensed that there were actually many formation fluctuations in this huge palace. The key to unlocking the formation is the scepter in the hands of the leader of the Black Moon clan. If my true body were here, it would take a lot of effort to use the small world and Dao patterns to destroy the entire Black Moon clan. However, my body still needs time to cultivate. If I send a clone, it will be difficult to withstand the fluctuations of the Black Sea. This battle can be avoided if possible. Perhaps, we can use the reincarnation realm to find a way to snatch the scepter from the hands of the Black Moon clan leader. Lu Shu's eyes revealed a brilliant light. There are too many enemies of the Black Moon clan. On the way here, the number of Poseidon generals swept up by the divine thoughts alone was no less than tens of thousands, and there were also many mermaids, sharks, elves scattered throughout the Black Sea, and even the Sea Royal clan with good blood. The overall strength of the Black Moon clan is very strong, and there are too many enemies. If Nami and Squirtle are sent down to kill them, there is a high probability of causing battle losses. This is what Lu Shu doesn't want to see. Each pet cost a lot of resources to raise, and Lu Shu did not intend to lose any of his soldiers. Therefore, it depends on the situation. At this moment, the patriarch above asked, "Where are your tributes?" Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 297. It's here. Lu Shu thought. The next second, the ground was filled with black sea crystals. It was like a hill. The nearby top officials of the Mermaid tribe, Shark tribe, and other Poseidon tribes all looked straight at it. There were so many. The treasure is something that is rarely seen once in 100 years. You have made a huge contribution to our Poseidon clan. The way the leader of the Poseidon clan looked at Lu Shu had completely changed. Lu Shu was stunned for a moment, and suddenly realized something. The tribute that the Sea Monster King offers to the Poseidon clan every year must be only part of it. Like him, all of them handing over tributes was something that was absolutely impossible before. Lu Shu realized that he had taken too much, but he did not feel pity. After all, how could these black sea crystals be given away just as they were said to be given away? They should be taken back when the time comes. I will still get it back. I need to go to the sea below 25,000 meters. Lu Shu conveyed his message. When the Sea God tribe heard what the Sea Monster King said, his eyes immediately changed. Next to him, a senior member of the Shark tribe sternly scolded, "That's not a place you can go." The Sea Monster King immediately turned his head, glared at the Shark man fiercely, and said that if he did not agree to this exchange, he would take back these crystals. Despicable species, you have already offered your sacrifice and you still want to go back. That's right, that's not a place you can go. If you go, you are seeking death. Don't know what is good and what is bad. The Poseidon clan around them cursed one after another. You can try to fight all the sea monsters. Lu Shu responded coldly. At this moment, the leader of the sea monster clan suddenly spoke. Since you have brought such rich wealth to our Poseidon clan this time, you might consider making an exception. As soon as these words came out, the expressions of other Poseidon clan members changed slightly. Patriarch, what's going on? However, the leader of the Black Moon clan waved his hand to signal others to be quiet. It seems, this old guy also has other things in mind. Lu Shu sneered in his heart, but on the surface he became calm and honest, and began to explore the sea area below 25,000 meters. With the permission of the leader of the Black Moon clan, the other Poseidon generals had no choice but to let him dive below 25,000 meters. After Lu Shu left, a Sea God clan member came to the ears of the Black Moon clan leader and asked quietly, "Clan leader, letting a sea monster enter that area is not a good thing. If something happens then, trouble." The leader of the Black Moon clan sneered. The sea monster probably sensed something going on inside, so it was so eager to get there. Ah! The Poseidon clan next to him showed a puzzled expression, and heard the Black Moon clan leader continue to analyze. The sea monster king has always had a strong ability to perceive the crystals of the Black Sea and the treasures in the Black Sea. This beast has enshrined the treasures he has kept secretly for so many years to us, just to go down there once. He must have something in mind. Maybe you have sensed the existence of the treasure. There has been a lot of turmoil in the Black Sea recently. If we let the sea monster king go and follow it, we will definitely gain something. Only then did the other senior officials understand what the leader of the Black Moon clan meant, and they all complimented. As expected of the clan leader, he is indeed wise. There was a faint smile on the face of the Black Moon clan leader, as if everything was under control. He stood up, looked around the clan members, and said, "You guys just wait here, don't walk around, I'll go first follow that beast and see what he discovers when the time comes." Then, the leader of the Black Moon clan raised his scepter and waved it gently. Suddenly, a dark light, accompanied by a tremor in the entire palace, enveloped his whole body. The figure gradually disappeared in front of everyone's eyes. Hidden in the night, as if suddenly disappearing. The Black Moon clan leader's understanding of formations is really getting deeper and deeper. Yes, the power that can drive the Black Sea immediately enters the invisible state, and even I cannot detect the whereabouts of the clan leader. Ha ha ha, that sea monster is really stupid. He thought he found the treasure and could bypass our clan leader's perception. After all, he is just a beast. He thinks that finding a few Black Sea crystals will give him a high status. Little does he know that he is just a plaything in our hands. I don't know how the Sea Monster King will look when he uses so many Black Sea crystals just for his next treasure hunt and is caught by our clan leader and has to hand over all of them. Wouldn't the Sea Monster King go completely crazy and want to kill the clan leader? It's so funny that a beast wants to compete with our clan leader. As long as it dares to make any move, with our clan leader's ability, it can kill it in minutes. A sarcastic voice came from the palace of the Sea God clan. At this time, the leader of the Black Moon clan had already left the palace and quietly followed Lu Shu after him. Leaving the territory of the Poseidon clan. Lush View panel. Time remaining, 1 day. Okay, it's out now. Although he still maintained his original appearance as the Sea Monster King, Lu Shu had already left the territory of the Poseidon clan. Moreover, he felt that the leader of the Black Moon clan was following him. A smile appeared on his face. All of this had already happened to Lu Shu. In the plan, he used the Sea Monster King to offer the rare treasure, but showed a crazy desire to enter the sea area below 25,000 meters, which will definitely arouse the suspicion of the leader of the Black Moon clan. And he holds the Poseidon scepter in his hand. In order to monitor, I will definitely take action personally to ensure that nothing goes wrong. After all, the Sea Monster King's ability to sense treasures is too strong. Otherwise, the Poseidon clan would not use sea monsters as miners, they would just dig it themselves. But the Poseidon clan is arrogant. He was so scared that he refused to do such rough work, and his perception was not as good as that of the sea monster, so he naturally gave this job to the sea monster. Come with me. Lu Shu quietly went to a deeper place in the Black Sea. Sure enough, when he moved, the aura behind him quietly followed him. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 298. The leader of the Black Moon clan frowned slightly. He sensed that the Sea Monster King was walking towards the Black Sea Demon Cave 25,000 meters below. It was a huge natural sea cave, with countless deep-sea devilfish stationed inside, as well as countless undercurrents and risks. Even the Poseidon clan would not dare to enter that dangerous area rashly. In addition to the dangers brought by living creatures, the invisible undercurrents in the Demon Cave and the mysterious and unpredictable power of the Black Sea are what make the Poseidon clan fearful. However, the Black Moon clan leader didn't look afraid at all, but instead became even more excited. He stared at the direction in which Lushu disappeared, and murmured the sea monster king may have sensed some incredible treasure inside. Haha, I will have a big harvest today. Hey Chief, Yu was not worried about the danger he would encounter if he went in. In the Poseidon clan's understanding, although sea monsters regard treasures as extremely important and have a natural perception of the treasures abundant in the Black Sea, but they care more about their own lives. This aspect is somewhat similar to the character of the Golden Dragon Koi. The figure of the leader of the Black Moon clan flashed, and he immediately entered the cave like a wave of water. However, when the figure just entered, the face of the Black Moon clan leader sank slightly. This devil's cave can actually suppress my perception ability. Moreover, my scepter cannot immediately transmit the situation here back to the Poseidon clan. The Sea Monster King is right in front. Although his perception ability was greatly weakened, the leader of the Black Moon clan still sensed the location of the Sea Monster King and sneered in his heart. A naturally despicable race. Entering the demon cave, the movement speed really slowed down. It was difficult to move even an inch. However, sensing that the Sea Monster King continued to move deeper into the demon cave, the leader of the Black Moon clan was initially a little discouraged. At this moment, this thought disappeared again. Even a despicable race like the sea monster dares to advance inside. As the leader of the Poseidon clan, he is the chosen son of the Black Sea and a descendant of God. How can he be scared away by a demon cave? Thinking of this, the leader of the Black Moon clan sneered in his heart, and then followed the breath of the Sea Monster King and continued to penetrate deeper. It should be almost done. The time of the Sea Monster King on Lushu has almost expired. He deliberately slowed down in order to lead the Black Moon clan leader deeper into the Devil's Cave. Through the information panel, Lushu knew about the scepter. Not only can it control the power of the Black Sea, but it can also teleport back to the Poseidon clan instantly, and even notify the clan members of the situation and move reinforcements. In short, it has complete functions. However, this Devil's Cave is a place under 25,000 meters. The special area has an extremely powerful abyssal magnetic field. As soon as it reaches the core area, the scepter in the hands of the Black Moon clan leader will completely lose its effect. Based on the previous reactions of the Black Moon clan leaders, it is not difficult to infer that the Black Sea 25,000 below 1,000 meters, there are many restricted areas of the Black Sea. Even the Poseidon clan will pay the price with their lives if they rashly enter the restricted area, and the same is true for the leader of the Black Moon clan. However, these places often mean that there are important treasures. The Black Moon clan wants to win over. There are so many races, and they are divided into classes, allowing the lower races to mine these treasures for them. Naturally, it is because the restricted area is very dangerous. As noble blood, how can they go in there and die? Sea monsters, low-level sharks, the slaves among the human race and the Poseidon race play the role of those who are willing to die. After Lushu swallowed the heart of the Sea Monster King, he also gained the perception ability of the Sea Monster King. By driving his instinct, he can discover the Black Sea, the forbidden area in it. Among them, this Devil's Cave has a strong magnetic field interference ability. It happens to have a natural restraint effect on the Black Moon clan's leader. Coming. Lushu has sensed the aura of the Black Moon clan leader, and is getting closer here little by little. His figure has switched back to the form of Haihuangji. He is using the reincarnation domain. Those dark blue eyes gradually turn into a circle. Another circle of strange ripples. The leader of the Black Moon clan reached a deeper place. This is a closed cave. It's a bit like a room. It's already far away from the outside of the demon cave. He picked up the scepter in his hand and frowned slightly. Unable to contact the power of the Black Sea. At this moment, the surrounding strong magnetic field interferes, making the scepter completely ineffective. The principle is, this scepter cannot directly drive the power of the Black Sea, but communicates with the palace of the Black Moon clan, using the power accumulated by the entire Black Moon clan. The formation is attached to the clan leader. Carrying this scepter is like bringing the entire Black Moon clan's heritage to fight. The scepter is only a bridge for the Black Moon clan's formation, but if the surrounding magnetic field is too strong, interfering with the scepter is equivalent to cutting off the transmission interface. The formation knowledge accumulated by the Black Moon clan will naturally not come to the leader of the Black Moon clan. At this moment, the leader of the Black Moon clan suddenly sensed the surrounding void is changing. Field. The leader of the Black Moon clan was instantly shocked. How could there be domain power nearby? Isn't this a power that can only be displayed by high-level gods? Then, a pair of weird eyes appeared in front of him. Those eyes seemed to be seeing the mind of the leader of the Black Moon clan was drawn into the eternal reincarnation. No. The leader of the Black Moon clan let out a cry of despair. Before he died, there was a final madness and struggle in his eyes. He waved the scepter in his hand, as if he wanted to chant some obscure ancient mantra. This drives the formation of the Black Moon clan. Unfortunately, the magnetic field interference brought by this Devil's Cave makes it impossible for the Black Moon clan chief to chant the incantation at all. Gradually, the Black Moon clan chief feels that his consciousness is constantly being disturbed. Pulled into the deep sea water, it seemed to disappear in the darkness. No matter how hard he struggled, he could not stop this trend. Finally, a prompt popped up in front of Lushu's eyes. Ding! You killed the leader of the Black Moon clan and obtained the Black Moon clan's sacred weapon, the Black Moon Scepter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 299. Black Moon Scepter. It controls the formation of the Black Moon clan. It is the supreme artifact of the Black Moon clan. If you control the scepter, you will rule the entire Black Moon clan. Lushu's mind was shaken. The Black Moon scepter can control the formations of the Black Moon clan at will. As long as I hold this thing, even the entire Black Moon clan can eat it. Very good. I want the Black Moon clan's treasure. Lushu looked in the direction of the Black Moon clan, with a smile on his lips. The tributes they asked for from their own hands, should now be returned tenfold. Black Moon clan. All the senior executives were sitting in their original positions, looking uneasy. A senior member of the Fishmen clan wearing noble clothes frowned and asked why hasn't the clan leader come back after being out for so long? Could he be in danger? Could it be that he was tricked by the Sea Monster King? Impossible. Who is the Sea Monster King, and what is the identity of our clan leader? Even if you give him 10,000 courages, he will not dare to think of dealing with our clan leader. Don't say that you can't think about it. If such a despicable beast can think of a way to trick our clan leader with his little intelligence, then he is a ghost. Maybe there were too many treasures found and it was a bit troublesome to transport them, so they were delayed outside. Ha ha ha, that's true. Our formation has been short of Black Sea crystal energy ores recently. Unexpectedly, this Sea Monster King not only gave us so many tributes, but also took us to hunt for treasures himself. What a good slave. Speaking of this, the senior members of the Black Moon clan laughed wantonly. It was as if there was a real treasure falling from the sky to their heads. The Poseidon clan were having a heated discussion when suddenly, a teleportation curtain of light appeared on the altar in the middle. The patriarch is back. Everyone's expressions were shocked. From the light curtain, the figure of the leader of the Black Moon clan suddenly appeared in it. After he just arrived, he took a deep breath and said seriously to the senior members of the Poseidon clan present. Everyone, through the Sea Monster King, I made an extremely important discovery at the location of the Demon Cave just now. What a discovery! All the senior leaders of the Poseidon clan could not help but breathe rapidly at this moment. They had not yet discovered that the leader of the Black Moon clan who appeared in front of everyone was actually Lu Xu. Having mastered the supreme scepter of the Black Moon clan, Lu Xu could only you need to use a little formation and illusion to disguise yourself as the leader of the Black Moon clan. With this scepter, there will be no abnormal flaws. Lu Xu said lightly, I found millions of black seas in the demon cave. Crystallization. Millions. All the senior leaders of the Black Moon clan took a breath of cold air. Just now, the number of black sea crystals offered by the Sea Monster King only reached 10,000. But just this many black sea crystals are enough for the Black Moon clan to use for several years. Millions of black sea crystals. This can simply allow the Black Moon clan to develop into one of the royal clans in the Black Sea, and even dive into the sea below 50,000 meters to enjoy higher resources. This is the opportunity for the Black Moon clan to change their fate against the odds. Thinking of this, other senior executives immediately became excited. The clan leader is indeed wise, and the Sea Monster King is indeed evil. My God, there are millions of black sea crystals. No wonder the Sea Monster King desperately wants to dive there. It turns out there are so many treasures. If this damn guy really succeeds, I'm afraid he can use these black sea crystals to trade with the Poseidon clan further down, and then he can ride on the head of our Black Moon clan. Haha, I'm just wondering why this beast is so uneasy and kind-hearted. Fortunately, our clan leader discovered this guy's secret in time, otherwise we would have missed this opportunity. But it just so happens that the sea monster has brought us a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Black Moon clan to change their lives. How about giving him a whole corpse to show our respect? The senior members of the Black Moon clan laughed coldly. From these conversations, it became clear that the Black Moon clan no longer regards sea monsters as normal beings. They are selfish and twisted. Although they possess wisdom, they are just a monster at best. They were just piles of monsters. Lu Xu glanced at these sea gods indifferently and said, now, I need all the black sea crystals to bless my body. Good. All the senior members of the Black Moon clan here agreed. They had never thought that the leader of the Black Moon clan in front of them was just a fake. Knowing that there were such huge interests in front of them, the senior leaders of the Black Moon clan present collectively went crazy. They took out all the black sea crystals in their pockets, but their eyes were full of greed. According to the rules of the Black Moon clan, after these senior officials hand over the crystals, they can get a share by assisting the Black Moon clan leader to obtain the black sea crystals. Yes. Millions of black sea crystals. Even if they hand over a little, the number of crystals assigned to them will be increased thousands of times, and it won't be a problem. Not only that, these senior officials all issued orders, let the tribesmen under their command, as well as all kinds of slaves who can be suppressed, offer all the black sea crystals. There must be no mistake. In just one day, Lu Xu had hundreds of thousands of black sea crystals placed in front of him. It was more than 10 times more than the black sea crystals he enshrined to the Black Moon clan that day. Lu Xu didn't even look at the treasure in front of him, he directly raised his scepter and collected all the crystals with a single wave. Get up. Everyone, please wait for my good news. The next second, Lu Xu's figure disappeared from everyone's eyes. Our Black Moon clan will be revived from now on. A Shark clan member said with great excitement. The other Poseidon clan nodded, with excitement on their faces. However, after waiting for several days, the Black Moon clan has not waited for the clan leader to come back again. Figure. Did something unexpected happen again? The Poseidon clan continued to wait. After waiting for nearly half a month, a senior Poseidon clan member suddenly exclaimed. The patriarch is dead. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 300. The patriarch is dead. What did you say? How is this going? The senior members of the Black Moon clan screamed in horror. Those strange pupils were full of panic. At this moment, the most feared thing finally happened. The member of the Poseidon clan, with his extremely weak body, in a trembling tone, he said the clan leader's soul guiding lamp has been extinguished. The soul guiding lamp is a common prop among the Poseidon clan. When a person dies, the lamp goes out. As long as a member of the Poseidon clan is still alive, a soul guiding lamp with a specific identity will light up. However, after the lamp goes out, what is behind the lamp will be revealed. The corresponding Poseidon clan has also died. The reason why it was discovered so late is because the soul guiding lamp of the Black Moon clan leader is enshrined in the inner palace of the Poseidon clan's palace. Only members of the Poseidon clan with high status can go in and check it out. Generally speaking, no one would easily go to that kind of place without the permission of the leader of the Black Moon clan. Not only is there nothing good, but if you break into such a place casually, you will be punished. During this time, the top brass of the Poseidon clan were very excited, and there was no people thought that they would check the situation of the soul guiding lamp. It was not until so many days passed and the clan leader still did not come back that the members of the Poseidon clan completely panicked. When they went to check the soul guiding lamp, they found that the lamp had already been extinguished. Take us there. In the clan, some high-status high priests, led by the senior officials, came to the room where the soul guiding lamp was. The high priest stepped forward and carefully removed the gray soul guiding lamp placed on top. Took it down. This is the soul guiding lamp that represents the most noble leader of the Black Moon clan. It was originally enshrined in the highest position in the hall, symbolizing the highest status of the Black Moon clan. It should have been bright and undying all year round, but at this moment it was completely the darkness continued, bringing with it the hope of the Black Moon clan and the triumphant smile that lingered on the faces of the senior officials. The high priest issued a series of obscure spells, and soon, the soul lighting lamp began to wail. The voice seemed to be searching for traces of death. After a moment, the high priest opened his eyes, faced the senior Black Moon clan leaders present, and said in a solemn tone, "I sensed that the place where the clan leader died is in the Devil's Cave." Everyone's expression suddenly sank. Damn it! Could it be that the Sea Monster King deliberately led our clan leader to that location and then killed him? The Sea Monster King must be found and then cut into pieces. All the Poseidon tribe were gnashing their teeth with hatred and wishing to eat the sea monster alive. The bellicose shark tribe immediately shouted, "Send out all the soldiers to encircle and suppress the sea monster immediately. No one can stay." In just a few days, the Black Moon clan went completely crazy. Almost 80% of the Black Moon clan members voted to carry out a campaign to encircle and suppress the sea monsters and kill all of them. Some members proposed to continue to the demon cave to retrieve the clan leader's body. In fact, they didn't care about the clan leader's life and death or whether the body was intact. What they really wanted was what the clan leader had in his hands: the Black Moon scepter, and the millions of black sea crystals that may be hidden in the demon cave. However, the Poseidon clan who explored the demon cave could not find the body of the clan leader. No matter what exploration techniques the high priest used, he could not establishing the position of the scepter. At this time, the Black Moon clan was completely panicked. Without the Black Moon scepter, the Poseidon clan may not have any advantage in dealing with these sea monsters. Moreover, in the recent period, the Black Moon clan has the clan leader dedicated all the black sea crystals to the clan leader, but now the whereabouts of the clan leader are unknown. All the hundreds of thousands of black sea crystals have evaporated, and the overall strength of the Black Moon clan has been greatly reduced. At this moment, the sea monster made a final pounce. All the sea monsters turned into a tornado of the Black Sea, sweeping through the palace of the Black Moon clan, breaking the formation barrier outside. When Lu Shu took away all the Black Sea crystals, there was no one left. With the Black Moon scepter and the supply of energy, it was only a matter of time before the formation was broken through by such a huge sea monster. All the sea monsters launched their final charge towards the Black Moon clan at the same time. The sea monsters that were imprisoned in the palace dungeon and were originally used for sacrifices were released and turned into monsters that devoured the Poseidon clan. They would kill every Poseidon clan they saw. During this period, the sea monsters were repeatedly bullied by the Poseidon clan, and was completely annoyed, with a life and death mentality, planning to die with the Poseidon clan. Who knew that the Poseidon clan without the support of the Black Moon scepter and crystal would be so fragile? The class division within the Poseidon clan is very obvious. Some the sharks with their status and the Poseidon with the status of slaves would not willingly sacrifice their lives for the Black Moon clan. They even took advantage of the chaos and attacked, causing the Black Moon clan's defense to collapse. The sea monster launched a desperate attack, and the entire Poseidon clan was about to be defeated. It's gone. All of this is just a storm caused by the arrival of Lushu. But it brewed in the sea area of 25,000 meters, and a turmoil more terrifying than the storm occurred. It's hard to imagine that in such a short time, in just one day of fighting, how many Black Moon tribesmen and sea monsters died on the battlefield. This huge harbor and palace constructed by the Poseidon tribe also completely collapsed with the advent of a great war. The old god no longer exists, and the creature that claims to be a god has just transformed into the original appearance of the abominable monster. Lushu actually still knew nothing about this great battle in the Black Sea. After getting the Black Moon scepter from the hands of the Black Moon clan leader, he dived to the edge of about 25,000 meters and found that he could no longer pass. The Black Sea torrent storm was ahead of him. Even the Poseidon Palace is difficult to dive from the front. According to Jinlongkoi, the area between 25,000 and 30,000 meters is a turbulent whirlpool in the Black Sea. It needs to pass the test of the Death Sea of 5,000 meters before reaching the sea below. Therefore, Lushu directly found a place and teleported back to the sacred tree island. At this time, the next fruit product is just ripe.